B-2 stealth bomber dropping a cluster bomb on the nuclear facilities. Boom, boom, boom. How they treat their women. They're animals. Always saying death to America. What happened last night will shape future generations and generations. We need to understand one thing. We are living in dangerous times, but we are also victors of war. What happened last night was nothing short of mission accomplished. And with other countries threatening America, they saw what an American power machine can really do. And now we have to remember that we never will be looked at as the weak country. What we did was enough to scare the whole world. And we did scare them. We scared them. We scared them. We really scared them. And I have to say this. Now, we are the superpower. And what happened last night with the B-2 stealth bomber? Stealth. Unbelievable. The hit detection on that aircraft machine is the Sparrow. And now we have to be ready, because these people are crazy and they could be in this land right now. They could be anywhere. And this is serious stuff we're dealing with. Make no mistake. If they don't surrender, if they don't commit to peace, then we are at the brink of war. War. And it's very important for everybody to know how serious this stuff really is. I tell you, what happened last night had me blown away. I said, shit, did we really do that? So I looked at the Google, I looked at the YouTube, and everybody was blown away. Not like I was blown away. Still alive, but blown away. And couldn't believe it. But you know what? Something in me feels more safer than yesterday. Not really thinking about it like it was a big deal. But when you hear about it destroyed, it is a big deal. These people are hell-bent on world domination. There was other dictators in mind that were hell-bent on world domination. Hitler, for example, wanted the perfect race, and in order for him to do that, he had to exterminate people so he could bring on his superhuman regime. But that failed because we were brave, courageous. We lost a lot of men, good men and women. And now we're dealing with these psychopaths that believe we're nothing more than to be cut up infidels, legless, handless, blown up, that we are evil. And yet what they do is just beyond evil. How they treat their women. Their women are scared for their lives. They protest all the time, but they get beat by men, by pussy men. And we have to change that. And that's what last night was. It was a warning. It was a warning that it's time to stop this insanity. It's one thing to believe in God. It's one thing to worship God. But it's another thing to believe in some kind of ideology that involves hurting other people. That is not humane. That is cruel. And we need to erase that from our generations and the generations to come. Because what happened was nothing but spectacular. It was like the 4th of July in June 21st. And now we have to be ready, because these people are still crazy. And there's a lot of them. But they could stop this. They don't have to be this way anymore. They don't. But they won't change. This is what ideology does. This is what true fanatical commitment will do. It'll make you crazy. When our men and women went to war in Iraq and Afghanistan, these people still believed in this ideology. And they did some really bad things to people, even our soldiers. And I am very, very saddened by the sorrow that we felt. My brother was in Iraq, Afghanistan, South Korea, North Korea, and he told me a lot of stories. He says, you know how you see puddles of water here in America? Imagine seeing puddles of blood everywhere the same way. That was Iraq. It was bad. And my other brother was a Navy SEAL, but his lung ruptured when he was underneath the submarine under a mission. This is serious stuff. And now I'm the T-1000, and I'm here to guide my community, my friends, my family, my people. Prepare yourself, because right now we are going on a roller coaster ride, and I don't think the seatbelts work. So just hold on to the rails and lock your feet in the bottom, so when you go on the loop, you won't fall off. It's gonna get crazy, but you could handle it. I promise. You have to believe. You have to trust. Things are crazy right now, really crazy, for this shit to happen. Unbelievable. Truly unbelievable. I can honestly say, it's truly unbelievable. What we witnessed last night was just nothing short of tremendous force and power. Unbelievable. I can't believe it, but it's believable. And what we have to say now is, what's next? Everything was crazy, absolutely crazy what just happened. And now we have to just be ready. Make no mistake, these people at war, they don't care if they live or die. That's how crazy they are. They think they're gonna be sitting next to 72 virgins on a Bahama island. They're mistaken. It makes no sense. Blowing up people just to be around 72 more people when you die. Makes no sense. I embrace Jesus Christ because he's the only one that gave himself up for everybody. Nothing more, nothing less. He was a perfect man and he was hated for being perfect. Why are you gonna settle for less in your own life? If people hate you, know that they hated him before they hated you. Love one another, but also use discernment. Bear your cross every day. Feed the homeless when you can. Love your wife. Help your family out. Encourage, strengthen. Be strong like muscle men. Kicking ass. Be strong. Even if you're a wimpy, be strong. For the day will come. Your skills will be tested. And you will be tried, true, and conquer. You'll be refined by fire and gold. Nothing will stop you. I promise you. You have to believe in me. Why would I lie to you? He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Why would he say that? That is a key statement. It's a center focal point to bring you back to reality. Nothing more, nothing less. And the love. What more can he give? What more would you want from him? Enough to have an eternal life in the end. And now we have to remember that in reality, we're in the chasm, and destruction is gonna occur for more years to come. But I can honestly say this: after those nuclear sites were destroyed, I feel much safer. I feel like it was the right